French Bulldog Harnesses, the ultimate guide for a perfect fit. When walking a dog, the options available are harnesses and collars. While other breeds may be fine with either of the two, for Frenchies, French Bulldog harnesses are a better choice because they do not put pressure around the neck, which could exacerbate their breathing problems. However, not all harnesses are created equal, and finding the most suitable one for your Frenchie requires careful consideration of the material, fit, and design. In this episode, we'll delve into why selecting the appropriate harness for your Frenchie is crucial and what to look for when buying one. Understanding French Bulldog anatomy. Every dog breed has distinct physical attributes that differentiate them from others, and the French Bulldog is no exception. 3 key features of the French Bulldog's anatomy must be taken into consideration when trying to find the best harness. 1. Broad chests. French Bulldogs have broad, muscular chests, making finding a fitted harness size somewhat challenging. A loose harness can allow French Bulldogs to slip out, while one that is too tight can cause discomfort. 2. Thick necks. French Bulldogs have thick necks, which pose similar problems to those identified above. Aside from the discomfort a tight harness can cause the dog, it can also chafe their neck and cause breathing problems. 3. Brachycephalic skull. French Bulldogs are brachycephalic, meaning they have short and wide skulls that flatten their snouts, essentially meaning a flat face. This congenital abnormality, meaning flat faces, puts them at risk of suffering from brachycephalic airway obstruction syndrome, BOS, exposing them to severe respiratory issues that can be life-threatening. As a result, a tight harness would further complicate their already existing breathing problems. Types of harnesses for French Bulldogs. Finding the best harness for your French Bulldog can be overwhelming since numerous options exist in the market today. However, understanding the various types of harnesses can help you narrow down your options and make an informed decision. Below are some of the most common types of French Bulldog harnesses. 1. Step-in harnesses. Step-in harnesses are a go-to choice for many Frenchie owners because they are easy to put on and take off. The harness has 2 leg holes that your dog can step into first. Afterward, you only need to wrap the harness around their chest and fasten it on their back. Step-in harnesses are ideal for anxious or uncooperative French Bulldogs that do not enjoy having things placed over their heads. 2. Vest harnesses. Vest harnesses combine the comfort of a vest with the safety of a harness into one protective gear. They offer full chest and back coverage and are an excellent choice for Frenchies that require extra support or have mobility issues. 3. Back clip harnesses. Back clip harnesses have the D-ring leash attachment on the dog's back. They are popular among Frenchie parents due to their ease of use and the fact that French Bulldogs usually adjust to them easily. However, they are not the best option for untrained French Bulldogs who frequently pull on the leash, as they don't provide enough control over the dog's movements. 4. Front clip harnesses. Front clip harnesses have their D-ring leash attachment in the center of the dog's chest. It is sometimes identified as the binopole harness because its design provides greater control to steer the dog's direction, making it an excellent choice for parents who struggle with French Bulldogs that pull on the leash too much. Features to consider when choosing a French Bulldog harness. Keeping your Frenchie safe and comfortable during walks and other activities is easy with the right French Bulldog harness. Get the wrong one, and you risk your dog slipping out or not wanting to wear it. Here are things to look out for when shopping for French Bulldog harnesses to get one that is perfect for your dog. 1. Materials. The material used in making a harness determines how comfortable your dog will feel when wearing it. Therefore, you should only consider French Bulldog harnesses made with high-quality materials like cotton, nylon, and leather. You may need to try different materials to find the most comfortable one for your dog. 2. Breathability. Due to the structure of their flat face, Frenchies are more susceptible to breathing problems and, by extension, overheating than other dog breeds. When choosing the best harness for your French Bulldog, ensure that you opt for one that allows plenty of ventilation. This eliminates the risk of your dog suffering a heat stroke. 3. Adjustability. A harness that cannot be adjusted to fit the French Bulldog's peculiarities can be too tight or loose. An adjustable harness accommodates changes in your dog's body size or shape due to weight gain, weight loss, or growth, meaning you won't incur additional expenses. 4. Durability. Prioritizing durability when selecting the best harness for your Frenchie is essential, not just because it saves you money in the long run as you won't need to replace it frequently, but also because it guarantees your dog's safety. 5. Padding. The French Bulldog's unique body structure makes it prone to chafing from poorly fitted harnesses. Therefore, consider getting a harness with plenty of padding, especially around the chest and belly, to provide your dog extra comfort and safety. Adequate padding helps prevent rubbing or digging into the skin, reducing the risk of injuries and discomfort while wearing the harness. 6. Attachment points. Harnesses come with the leash attachment point on the front, back, or both. When choosing the best French Bulldog harness, you should note where its leash attachment points are, as that determines how much control you will have over your dog when walking them. Harnesses with front leash attachment offer more control than harnesses with back leash attachment. 7. Reflective features. This is optional but highly recommended if you intend to walk your Frenchie at night. Harnesses with reflective features, such as reflective strips or stitching, help to make your dog visible to motorists, cyclists, and pedestrians in low-light conditions, reducing the risk of accidents. Finding the right fit for your French Bulldog. Before purchasing a French Bulldog harness, it is important to measure them first to ensure you get one that fits them correctly. Here's how to measure your Frenchie for a harness. 1. Use a measuring tape. Weight-based sizing can be misleading when shopping for the perfectly fitted French Bulldog harness. Although it can provide a general indication, it is not always accurate. We recommend you get a measuring tape to measure your dog's dimensions to determine their exact size for the harness. 2. Measure their chest. Start by placing the measuring tape behind your Frenchie's front armpits and wrapping it around and under their chest before going over their back. Be sure to note the width of the chest at its widest point, typically an inch or 2 away from the armpits. If your Frenchie is a puppy, you can add an extra 3 inches to the recorded chest dimensions to allow room for growth. 3. Measure their neck. Some harnesses go over the dog's head. If you are considering getting such a harness, you should measure your dog's neck circumference to ensure it is not too tight and fits comfortably around their neck. When measuring your dog's neck, add a few extra inches to give your dog enough breathing space to ensure they don't experience breathing problems. 4. Weigh them. Weighing your Frenchie is another step in selecting the perfect harness size. While it can be challenging to make them stand still, an easier way to do it is by carrying your dog and stepping onto the scales to obtain your combined weight. After taking note of the combined weight, place the dog back down and weigh yourself alone. Now, you only need to subtract your weight from the combined weight to get your dog's correct weight. Selecting the perfect harness for your Frenchie becomes much easier if you accurately measure their chest, neck, and weight. Harnesses are typically sold based on these measurements, so you only need to find a harness that matches your dog's measurements. If you cannot find a perfect match, you can opt for a slightly larger harness that you can adjust to fit your dog's size. Finding the right fit for your French Bulldog puppy. Ensuring a good fit is crucial when selecting a harness for your French Bulldog puppy, and there are a few expert tips to bear in mind. The tutorial video in the show notes provides a good visual guide on how to measure your pup for a harness. Start by measuring your puppy's neck and chest circumference. For the neck, measure around the widest part, usually right below where the collar sits. For the chest, measure around the broadest part, which is typically right behind the front legs. Always use a soft measuring tape and ensure it's snug but not too tight. When you're checking the fit of the harness, you should be able to slide 2 fingers comfortably between the harness and your puppy's body. A good fit is one that's secure yet comfortable, without any rubbing or restriction. Always remember to check the fit regularly as your French Bulldog puppy grows, adjusting the harness or upgrading to a larger size when needed. It's also worth noting that French Bulldogs have a unique body shape with a wider chest and a smaller head, which can make them Houdini-like escape artists. Thus, a harness with a secure buckle system is a must to prevent any possible escape attempts. Tips for training your French Bulldog to wear a harness. Training a French Bulldog to wear a harness can be challenging due to their stubborn nature. However, it is an essential part of their overall training and care. For this process to be as smooth as possible, there are a few tips that you can follow. 1. Gradual introduction. Some French Bulldogs might find harnesses scary and may not want to have anything to do with them. If your Frenchie is one such dog, you can help them get comfortable by slowly introducing them to the harness. Allow them to sniff and inspect the harness before putting it on them. 2. Positive reinforcement. Positive reinforcement is one of the most effective tools to teach French Bulldogs acceptable behaviors. Be sure to reward your Frenchie with treats, praise, and attention when they show interest or interact with the harness. Gradually work towards putting the harness on them and reward them for wearing it without fuss. 3. Patience and persistence. Your Frenchie may not be excited about wearing a harness and could even throw a fit. However, this should not make you frustrated or cause you to give up on their training. Instead, take small steps each day and continue to reinforce positive behavior. 4. Safety considerations. Regularly inspect your dog's body to ensure the harness fits correctly and does not chafe or irritate their skin. This is important because if your dog experiences pain whenever they wear it, they would naturally resist wearing harnesses. You must also inspect the harness for damages and replace it if necessary. Conclusion. The key to finding the best French Bulldog harness for your Frenchie is to understand their anatomy and use that knowledge to choose a harness that meets all the criteria for their comfort and safety. For example, knowing that your furry friend has a brachycephalic skull, which puts them at higher risk of respiratory problems, would guide you to choose a harness that is not too tight on their neck and uses breathable material. Furthermore, trying out different types of harnesses can help you find the best option for your French Bulldog, so don't be afraid to experiment until you find the perfect fit. For more information and some top, recommended French Bulldog harnesses, visit topfrenchie.com or click the link in the show notes below. Thanks for tuning in.